Broadcasting live. It's America's longest running talk show on computers. It's Computer America, bringing you the biggest names in technology with guest interviews, new products, and your emails. Listen live at computeramerica.com on any device around the world. Email the show at live@computeramerica.com or find us on social media. Be sure to check out our website for contests, giveaways, show notes, live video stream, podcasts, and more. You're listening to Computer America.
Hello and welcome everyone into the Computer America Show. We are the nation's longest running nationally syndicated radio talk show on computer technology. All that being said, today's little segment here is just a quick little update to the Xbox 20th anniversary event. And it was a pretty nice little presentation, about half an hour in length. Not going to go too far into it. There was a number of things announced. And let's see, the first thing was, of course, the making of the Xbox. Some of these early pieces of hardware, whether they be console, PC, whatever, they usually do have some pretty fun backstories because, let's face it, there wasn't anything, well, and I can't say that there weren't consoles before, but Xbox really changed with DirectX and what it could do, how much horsepower it was. The Nintendo before that, and was the most powerful console, and I guess you could also say the PlayStation, but really the Xbox brought it to a new level, and with it brought Halo, which elevated Xbox to something that we hadn't really seen in the United States. It was really nice to see. Halo played a very dominant role in what made Xbox. So they announced a couple of things. Let's see, I think one of them was, and we'll add this to the list here, was the expanded backwards compatibility. So let's talk about these real quick, one by one. The first one was, again, the Xbox 6-part documentary coming that is all about the creation of, the Xbox and how they were renegade and rogue and all that kind of thing. Docu-series, documentary, infomercial, whatever you want to call it. That's coming to, I think, just probably YouTube. I was trying to think of what streaming service was going to have that. I think it's just YouTube. It's if you're a geek, and it's actually pretty important to preserve these parts of lore going forward, because let's face it, a lot of this stuff happened behind the scenes and online, and there's no physical trace of what actually happened. So if you're really into kind of just behind the scenes, you could definitely check that out. That was the first thing that they announced. The second thing that they showed was just a quick, 10-second teaser trailer for Halo, the television series. And that's coming to Paramount Plus, which is unfortunate because I don't think anyone even subscribes to Paramount Plus. Might be reason enough to actually get that or find some way to access that thing. Paramount Plus is going to get that 2021. I don't recall if they said early 2022. Don't recall if they said early or late, but it's probably going to be in the first quarter of 2022. That's been a long time in the works. Even the likes of Steven Spielberg had been working on that, and it couldn't make it to market. So it's exciting to see that they're finally getting more firm about that release date. They had a little cross promotion there with some Netflix show that The Rock had, and The Rock is notable for one because it's The Rock, and number two because he was there with Bill Gates to unveil the original Xbox the first time. So it was kind of nostalgic to bring him back for the 20th anniversary of the Xbox. Of course, he's quite, I don't want to say sellout. Sellout's such a stupid word. He's quite the promoter, and he was promoting a number of his works. So I don't know when enough money is enough, but clearly, hey, The Rock made an appearance, and I'm sure it wasn't cheap. Okay, so there was that. They also announced at the Xbox show that there was expanded backwards compatibility that will include things like the entire Max Payne trilogy was one that they announced. A number of other arcade games that you could access through that, and there was another series that's that was really mentioned, but the main one was, of course, Max Payne. And, just the fact that they continue to support backwards compatibility, the fact that they let you play games that you already own, great. Sure, why not? Okay, so there was that one. Halo Infinite's multiplayer. So obviously Halo Infinite, as you can see on the screen there, if you're watching the video portion over at Twitch, December 8th is when Halo Infinite launches. It was pushed back. It's been delayed by like a year. I'm sure the pandemic didn't help, but hopefully an added level of polish was given to it. Halo Infinite announced a month early, or 3-4 weeks early, that you can play the multiplayer, which is completely free for anyone who has an Xbox Game Pass. And for those who don't know, the things like $10 a month or $15 for 3 months, very, very good deal. There's tons of AAA games that are included. Game Pass is often mentioned here on the show as being of really having great value, and Halo Infinite, for anyone who has Xbox Game Pass, is able to play the full multiplayer right away, quote unquote, because and again, progress carries over, so it's not like it all gets wiped when it is released December 8th. Nope, you can play the full thing right now. You're good to go. I say when you can get access to it, available, quote unquote. Things are crashing. There's a lot of blue screens, even on consoles. PCs, the servers are overloaded. Downloading the game itself is a trial. And then the game crashes when trying to load into even a custom bot game. One where it's just single player versus other AI. And I'm sure that much like the Crumples emote over on Twitch, that's probably what the server engineers look like right now. It is overloaded. Steam itself is buckling under the pressure, and it's just, highly anticipated. And they just launched the full thing. I'm sure that a lot of people have been downloading and trying to get their hands on it as soon as possible. Let's see. So, I think that's about it for the Halo 20th anniversary event. Not much else was said. Some people were very disappointed in it all, but let's face it, this was a little congratulatory pat on the back. This was not really something that, this was not E3, this was not CES, this was not Gamescom or anything like that. This was just, hey, it's a big milestone, 20 years. That's something to really celebrate. And they gave us more than I thought they would for just a random date. So there you go. Halo Infinite coming out soon, and the multiplayer is available for anyone who has Xbox Game Pass to play immediately. That's really cool of them, and looking forward to seeing all of you there. So that about wraps this up, and again, we're still working out the formatting on how these short little updates are going to go. But everyone, I want to, thank you for doing that. I feel like this particular outro music is not really where it's at. So everyone, computeramerica.com, more updates. Stay tuned to the podcast. We're going to have a lot more content coming out there. Check out the YouTube for video updates. And of course, twitch.tv/computeramerica for our live stream. We should be streaming Monday through Friday, multiple hours. Hey, we hope to catch you all there. Everyone, have a great day. Thank you so much. And good luck, 343. Good luck with those servers. They're probably on fire. And I hope the best. Everyone, until next time, have a good one.